My name is Drew, and I'd like to welcome you back to another episode of Freakonomics. The fragrance we're going to talk about today is Nashama CAPRICE by Lattafa. I'm just getting this fragrance, so I want to share it with you all. As usual, we're going to do a deep dive and or first impressions into this fragrance right after we run the intro. Welcome back. And I want to thank you once again for dropping by my channel. And I hope to see you again in future episodes. As usual, if you find any of this information valuable, please consider hitting the subscribe button and also hit that like button so that the algorithm will help push the video out and so that you don't miss any future episodes. Let's get to it. Okay, we're on Fred Radical. Let's see what it's got to say about it. It says that it is a unisex fragrance. The main accords are warm, spicy, aromatic, woody, fresh spicy, lavender, amber, citrus, and green. As you can see, it's a $30-$35 fragrance or whatnot. And it came out in 2024. Then it gets into the notes. So the top notes are cardamom, ginger, bergamot, and lemon. The middle notes are lavender, geranium, and mint. And then the base notes are amber, cedarwood, vetiver, and patchouli. Sounds like a handful. Let's go ahead on and get this one on the test strip and see what we're working with. Okay, I couldn't find a lot of extra information on this particular fragrance. I've seen maybe 2 or 3 of reviewers talking about it, but not a whole lot. As it came out, I'm thinking about the beginning, maybe the middle of 2024, but I want to experience it with you all. So let's go ahead on and get it open. Like I said, you can see that this is the box. It's rectangular or whatnot, big paper box. Let's go ahead and get him open up and see what we're working with. We'll go in from the corner here. There's street wrap, basically heat wrap, all the way around it. Now, this is the box that it comes in. Let's get rid of the trash. Open the top up, and it opens up like this. This is how the fragrance seems to be sitting in there. Kind of cockeyed, but you get the picture. This is how it's sitting. Bring him on out of there and see what we're working with. Get this box out of the way. And this is the bottle. It has a blue tint on the glass or whatnot. Big plastic blue top with blue and white, and it's got a little gold plastic stick on it. It's kind of like trying to get impression of metal, but it's just plastic. Okay. Let me see, we pull it off. It's not a lock cap. It just kind of sticks on snugly. It seems to hold it pretty well, but I wouldn't suggest picking it up by the actual top, because I think over time, if you pull it off a few times, it'll probably start slipping. So let's go ahead on and check this atomizer out. Let's see what it's got on the bottom. Nothing much, but it's a 3.4 ounce. And like I said, this is another cheapie. So we're gonna get her sprayed up and see what we got it with. Let's see what the atomizer is doing. Got a pretty good atomizer on it, actually. $30 fragrances, okay. Gonna let it dry down a little bit. I'm not smelling it. It must be something light, but I still don't smell it just yet. All right. Now it's starting to kick up. This is another good one. This is more of a spring, summertime deal here. This nice and citrusy. Oh, I like this. I'm not gonna lie, I do have a preference toward these more summertime fragrances or whatnot, because that's the majority of what I wear, because our winters are very short here. But I will tell you this, let's get into the breakdown. The ginger and the lemon comes right off the top. As soon as you get it sprayed or whatever, you can smell that like boom. And then it kind of seems to be kind of as it's drying up. I'm getting more of that cardamom. Yep. The lemon and ginger is sitting up front, and that cardamom and that lavender. The more it dries down, now I'm getting that mint that's kicking in behind it. That mint is real light, though. It's kind of just giving it an extra crispness over the top or whatnot. I can smell the cedar wood also. That cedar wood makes it smell clean, like it has a clean, soapy smell on the backside of it, so to speak. But between the cardamom, ginger, lemon, that lemon and the bergamot can kind of juxtapose each other because they're both citrus, which is giving it that over-the-top crispness, so to speak. And you combine it with that mint, is actually kind of lightening it up, but it still has a heaviness to it. And I'm pretty sure that's coming from that vetiver cedar wood type of deal. This is a good fragrance. It's pretty good. Like I said, the lavender is kind of working its way up the more I'm sitting here letting it dry down and whatnot. But the ginger, because it smells like ginger soap. I think that lavender is giving it that soapy deal. But that mint, bergamot, cardamom and whatnot, it's kind of giving this fragrance a lot of depth. Probably, I would say a fall, spring type scent. I don't know. It's got a little bit more heaviness to it. Even though it does smell clean, you probably could get away with it in the early summer. I would probably say nights though. It does say that it's unisex. I agree with that because it really smells more like a clean, soapy, ginger type, cedar wood type of scent with citrus over the top. That's what my nose is picking up. This particular, I have not worn. I just got it a few weeks ago, and I just had so much going on. I've been meaning to get it to the channel, but it's something that I wanted to smell also, but I wanted to share it with you all. This is a nice, clean scent that has some depth to it. If you like cedar wood with ginger and bergamot, with a little lavender and mint kicking it back up or whatnot, this is a fragrance that you might want to get your nose on. For $30, you're not going to be able to get a sample of this. I can tell you that right now because it's already cheap. Hell, if you got a 2 ml sample, it probably costs you $10, $15, and the bottle itself don't even cost but $25 to $35. So it wouldn't be advantageous basically to go ahead on and get the sample. This particular one, I would give it, if I had to rate it for a cheapie or whatnot, like I said, it's a $30 fragrance. I would give it a good 8 out of 10. Very pleasant. I see this more on the mass appealing side. It doesn't have any type of Middle Eastern type of deal, but it smells like some scents that I basically smelled before. I can't think of them right off the bat. You know, it's a good scent. It's not unique. Seems like the more it's drying down, get more of the lavender. And that ginger is still kicking. The mint is kind of easing back a little bit, but that ginger, that lavender is kind of still there. To my nose, whatnot, this is probably a 6 to 8 hours fragrance. You put probably, I wouldn't go any more than maybe 5 or 6 max as far as, you know, 2 to the back, maybe 1, 2 to pulse points, and maybe 1 or 2 on your wrist, depending on where you're going or whatnot. This scent is strong enough to kind of push through, even if you were wearing some clothes as far as a coat, jacket, suit, something like that. I could see this having enough strength to kind of cut through the cooler weather. I don't think I'd put this on slamming in the summer because it does have some depth to it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's not something that's super light. It's not that. But with the cardamom, the ginger, and that lavender is just kind of taking over. The lemon seems to be going down as it dries down. But I would say that ginger, that lavender, and that mint, that lavender and the mint seems to be kind of the presiding sense that I'm picking up in this, with a whole lot of cedar wood. So if that's particular fragrance, that sounds like something that you might would like or whatnot, there's something that you might want to get your nose on also. I would say I would give it about an 8 out of 10. because it's a good fragrance. You know, it's not like some of the other ones. Like I recently reviewed Confidential. That one is probably a 9.5 out of 10. It's so unique. This is not something unique. It's just a good fragrance that you could wear every day. This is a casual type to mid dress up type fragrance. And I would best suit this, like I said, for the spring and fall, maybe early summer nights. You can get away with it. I think it might be a bit much during the summer during the day, but maybe not. A lot of it's going to depend on your particular body chemistry. I kind of base it on myself, and my son wears a lot of my fragrances and whatnot that I can't wear or haven't got a chance to get to, or they smell more youthful. This one right here, I would say it's a little bit more mature. This is probably 25 and up. It's grown man type fragrance. I could see a male or female wearing it. I think they said it's unisex, but to my nose, either one would wear it and would pretty much like it. But for $30, I think it's definitely worth a try. And with that, see you at the next one.